Spiritual gifts doesn't make you spiritual. Sage and crystals doesn't make you spiritual. And calling yourself God does not make you spiritual. If you have a spirit and you're walking on a path, any path in life, then you are on the spiritual path. The spiritual path is indicative of one who has a spirit, not what the eyes of the eyes of ego see, i.e. gifts and aura reading and all of that stuff. So today we're going to guide you to truly understand what it means to be spiritual. Peace unto you. My name is Nadiie, and today we're going to discuss the misconceptions of spirituality. Let us begin. At a foundation, you must understand as above, so below. Truly. See, people, they say as above, so below, but they actually do not know what that saying really means. It's just a cool, saying that they put on their wall, or they say to their friends, but it actually means whatever path you are embarking on as it pertains to physicality, then let's say it's, for example, being a master. In the realms of spirit, you have already mastered it, completed it in its full essence. That's what as above, so below means. If you are on the path in physicality to be a cook, the moment you step foot, really the moment you have the thought, really the moment you set the intention, it's already completed and mastered in the realms of spirit. That's why when we, as master manifestors, we tell you, don't just act as if you have it. Know that you have it. Whatever you want to manifest. Speak in terms of I have it now instead of I'm going to. Because you really have to understand the realms of spirit, the esoteric lands, operate outside of time. We do not abide by physicality. Time is aligned with physicality. The fourth dimension, i.e. the dream realm, the etheric plane, these dimensions is like a buffering realm that we get to. Before we get to the quote-unquote fifth dimension, we go to the fourth dimension. That's why it's good for you to remember your dreams. And if you need some assistance with remembering your dreams, DM me and I'll give you our free 3-day course, because aligning yourself with the 3-day course is going to guide you to being able to walk into our mystery school. And our mystery school literally is all about the super tangible techniques that you can utilize today and apply today. So let me know if you're interested. But remembering your dreams, i.e. spirit memory, is so important. Spirit memory is literally what's going to allow your consciousness, as aware as it is now in physicality, to be even more aware in the fourth dimension. See, you think you're aware now. You think your senses and all of your forms of perception is so intact now in the third dimension. Just wait until you really feel the quickening, or i.e. the awakening or form of remembrance in the fourth dimension, because that's the bridge that leads you to the fifth and then eventually out of dimensionality completely. The first form of the misconception of spirituality, it really comes from you having to do anything. You do not have to do anything, for all is done. See, you literally have to reconstruct the way you perceive everything. That's why our free 3-day course is so important, because it literally is about you removing yourself from this world. You had to stop perceiving this world. Stop calling things walls, hair, bodies. Literally stop calling things fifth dimension, sixth dimension, seventh dimension. We only utilize these terms for bridging purposes. We use sage and crystals for bridging purposes. It's so that the people that feel they need it can be comfortable, because as a master, it's not about what you can do, it's about how much you can share, i.e. bridge. If you aren't able to bridge with another, then you're not no master, because a master is all about being able to first embody and integrate the frequency and then share it to other versions of you, because we're all one. As I say all the time, you cannot just go to heaven and say, God, I made it. God's going to look at you like, well, the other versions of you did. And you're just a piece of a larger puzzle. So you haven't actually came home. A small aspect of you, literally a strand of hair of you came home. But you have a full head of hair. We got to get that together. We got to get you a new hairdo. So basically, you don't have to do anything because you've done everything. So when you really operate out of that consciousness, you really have to every single day remind yourself. I have a alarm every single hour. You know how your higher self communicates to you through repeating numbers? Well, I'm one of the first people that has ever talked about you communicating to them through the same means that they communicate to you. On your phone, set a alarm for every repeating number, every hour, every repeating number. And then set an intention to speak to your higher self, to speak to source. It's powerful. That in itself is going to literally adjust your frequency so this world doesn't have a strong grasp on you. The second misconception as it pertains to spirituality is you need spiritual gifts in order for you to feel liberated. Yes, we've performed miracles and we've had sacred gatherings where we're speaking in different languages and guiding people to removing energy, and they seen it, they felt it, all of that. But that isn't the catapult in my spiritual journey. No. What made me spiritual, one, is owning the fact that I have a spirit. So I'm already on a spiritual path, even if it's not the path that this person or that person walked on. I'm on a spiritual path. Owning that, and then it's integrating a love frequency. See, operating out of a love frequency is all that is required, because operating out of a love frequency is your true nature. When a baby comes out the mother's womb, is it trying to smack everybody in the doctor's office? It does it, you know what I'm saying, fire the 4-5 at everybody? Is it screaming, cussing everybody out? No. It's like, whoa, this is crazy. I was just in the realms of spirit. Let me adjust. Let me get these crying out. And then after a few weeks, you start to see, okay, the personality starts to develop. The personality is so much in love. It doesn't care about the world. It asks questions. What is this? What is that? What is this? It accepts that it doesn't know. And it shouldn't know. You shouldn't know anything about this world. Why? Because the world is not real. What is there to know? That's like someone trying to base law around fiction books. Can you imagine someone trying to base law on like Star Wars? Based on what Yoda said, we have now implemented a new law and the president has passed it. Can you imagine waking up and seeing that on your TikTok? You'd be like, bro, they are out of their mind. It's not real. It may be real in a different reality, but not this one. That's what this world is based off of, fiction. You're not supposed to know anything about this world. That's why, there's so many people that say, you are a master when you empty your cup, when you release the shackles of this world, all of the descriptions of this world. And when you've emptied your cup, then you ask God, God, guide me to seeing as you see. And that is an aspect of you filling your cup. The third misconception of spirituality that we'll talk about today is separation. You don't need anything outside of yourself. Truly anchor this, for all is within you. You don't need a partner. You don't need any spiritual tools. You don't need any of these things. But utilize them if it's for bridging purposes. Always prioritize bridging. Because when you prioritize bridging, the miracles pop up like crazy. Because all you're doing is displaying self-love. When you bridge with another, you're actually bridging with yourself because you are speaking to yourself. Everyone that you think is outside of you is you. Do not subscribe to this world at all. It serves not. And if you are interested in getting some more tangible techniques and you just, want to speak with me on like a personal level, click the link in our bio to book a one-on-one session with me. And if you're really interested about joining our mystery school, a lot of deep stuff we're going to cover over there, not here. DM me and I'll give you that free 3-day course. And with that, we say welcome home.